Before we get into the Kenya Moore intro and the Instagram live, I had to jump in quickly at the beginning to say the Instagram live was already in the editing stage before the very first episode. So my review of the very first episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14 will be out after my part one of this Instagram live, and then I will post the rest of the Instagram live throughout the day. Also, whenever I put something in the title, I always cut the Instagram live and get straight to the point. But because this is a sensitive subject and it's not about throwing shade or hitting below the belt, I want you all to see how the conversation started with Carlos. This is not the beginning of the Instagram live. This was the end. Kenya was on there chatting with Tim Twirl, having a good time. And at the end of the Instagram live, she was looking for one last person to chat with. She only had 3 minutes left. She ended up chatting for at least over 9, a little over 9. But when she clicked the person, she realized that it was a special someone. And I want you all to watch their entire interaction from beginning to end to see how light it was. It was just fun, little fun shade here and there before Kenya made the comment that she made. Also, you will see our adorable Brooklyn laughing in the beginning. However, she was a little restless and also been telling her mom for over 20 minutes that she wanted to watch a show, but mommy was in work mode on Instagram Live. So you will see moments where Brooklyn seems restless, but that's not going to take away from the conversation and what's going on. But I just wanted to give you a backstory, but you get to see adorable Brooklyn smiling and having a great time. So let's get into it.
She's at a place in her life where peace is a priority and negativity cannot exist. She's no longer matching energy. She's simply removing herself from any situation that doesn't vibrate her soul. So if you start moving funny, she's moving on.
All right, guys, I got 3 minutes left. So let me see. I'm going to invite one more person random. Let's see. All right, let's see. Uh-oh. Ah! Why? Why are you here? Y'all are going to laugh at this one. Come on. You know what? I just literally hit the screen and you popped out.
Yeah.
Hey, brother.
Hi, sis.
What do? Can I tell them about your special project in a couple weeks? Yes?
It's a big day for you, baby.
Yes, it's a big day. I'm like, I don't know how to feel. Like, I'm nervous. I'm excited. I'm scared. Like, it's just weird. I have all these emotions.
Why are you scared?
I didn't even watch the episode, right?
Oh, I watched it.
Oh, you did? I didn't watch it because it's like, I don't know. It just gives me anxiety. You just never know what the cut is.
Well,
and so it just makes me nervous.
I think you'll like it. You'll like it.
Okay. All right. If you say so, then
you'll be fine. Trust me. And trust me, you'll be good.
Oh my God, I love you so much. Everybody who doesn't know, if you don't know, you've been living under a rock. But this is the Carlos King. This is one of the main reasons I came back in season 6.
Yes, I talk about it on my podcast. Yes.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah. No. Yes, honey. I talk about it on my podcast, Reality with the King. We got to get you on, Kenya, because do you know this, Kenya? You made my list.
What's your list?
I did a top 10 greatest housewives list.
Oh, and I'm supposed to be surprised about that? Bitch, really?
Really, bitch? Really, bitch?
Really, bitch?
But here's the gag. Guess what? I didn't. The fan said it. You're the only one. You're the only one who made the list that wasn't an OG.
Oh, that was not an OG.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Brooklyn wants all the attention. Okay, can you, Mr. I'm developing everything all over the world, Carlos King, producer extraordinaire, king of reality TV. Can you do a show with this one? Like, I don't know.
She's a star, baby.
So bad. Look at her. Stop, Brooklyn.
Honey.
She followed me upstairs. She won't stop getting in front of the camera. It's insane. It's insane.
No, Brookie is a star and she knows who her mother is. Does she know that her mother is Kenya Moore?
Yeah, Brooklyn, what's mommy's name? Kenya Moore.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, God.
I love Coco
Okay, Brooklyn, are you huh?
So I heard a lot about this season. Because, you know, I had Sheree on the podcast. And my interview with Sheree broke the internet. I don't know if you've been sleeping on Friday, but my interview with Sheree broke the internet. Not sure you heard about it.
Oh! What did Miss Sheree have to say?
Well, you have to listen to the podcast, Kenya, then call me afterwards. But
okay, I'm gonna listen. Where do I find the link? Tell all of your mini fans and my fans who are watching and who will watch after this is over. Where do we find the link to the podcast?
It's called Reality with the King. It's wherever you get your podcast. We are available Apple, Spotify, wherever. We're going to get you on.
Okay, so I can go on my Apple account and look for podcasts and look for yours.
Yes, okay, bitch. Reality with the King. I need you to subscribe. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So look, what's interesting is I did see the first episode. And it's a good start to the season.
Okay, well, if we have your approval, baby, we are on fire right now. Okay, Carlos King has spoken, everybody. He has spoken. The king of reality TV has spoken, okay? That means we are on fire, okay? Because his 6 is everybody else's 10, baby.
Oh, yeah, so on the podcast that drops on Wednesday, I give you guys my grade, and I dissect it to a T. But
oh gosh, I gotta watch.
Oh, I dissect it to a T. What I smell is Marlo is taking over this season, from what I can tell.
Really?
And this is what I can tell by the first episode.
Listen.
Marlo is looking for a moment. And you refuse to give her one.
Well, honey, you know, peasants cannot summon the queen.
You now look, babe. You know we love.
Listen, I think it's a lot. It's a season. It's a thirsty season for you people. But it's interesting because I think when you come onto the show and you're really secure, you become the moment. You know, I think when you're trying, I think it's very evident when you're trying, you know, and when you feel like you have to hold on to something versus that you are the something.
Hello. Oh. I mean, Let me ask you this. I've been told that Marlo hits below the belt so much that it's down to the kneecap. Like, that's how low it goes.
That what? I need to listen.
I was told that Marlo hits below the belt so much It goes below the kneecaps, down to the ankles, down to the toe jam on the toenail, honey.
I mean, listen, I can't, does that surprise anyone? I mean, look at her history. I think that when you have the type of history that she has, when you slice and dice people for fun and you've gone to jail for it, I think that, that's just, you can't change the character and the core of who someone is. You just can't. So if you're a changed person, because I think people can change, but you have to see that in action. And when someone is pushed against the wall, they always go back to who they really are, the core of who they are, right? So if you're trying to hurt people and hit below the belt and be proud of it and use it like as a disclaimer, that says a lot about one's character. That's about someone's core. And you can't change that. Can't change it. Can't change it. And on that note, everyone, Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 14, tonight, the premiere on Bravo, 8 p.m. Eastern Time and 7 p.m. Central. Download Carlos King's podcast on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast, and he will break it down for you, darling. So, I love you all.
We'll see you soon. Watch the episode tonight. It's a great first episode. It has my approval. Congratulations, baby. Congratulations.
I will see you soon,
love
my
you.
king. Love you more.
You'll see me real soon.
I know. Bye.
All right, bye.
Bye, everybody. See you tonight. Join me on Twitter. Bye.
First of all, Brooklyn was everything at the beginning. She was laughing with them, just having a great time with them. There was one part of the Instagram live before Carlos came on where someone brought up, Kenya and Mark situation, and Kenya wouldn't even say the D word in front of Brooklyn as in divorce. She basically said D, the letter, and then she said can't say, that word in front of her. Because I know, even though she was laughing in the moment and was joking, I know some people are going to say, I can't believe she said B, the B word, please, in front of Brooklyn. She was in the moment with Carlos and it just came out, but she wouldn't even say the word divorce in front of Brooklyn. I left the part about Twitter and Kenya plugging the show and all of that in there just to show that the live was recorded before the episode. And Kenya had a lot more to say. So after I post my review, like I said, I will be back with the rest of the Instagram live. But just wanted you all to know, no, don't go to Twitter. She's not on there tweeting right now. And she was doing all of that last night during the episode. Even Carlos was shook. He was shook it. He had his hand over his mouth when Kenya made that statement. And he was like, and she was like, you know what? And on that note, and you could see how passionate Kenya was about what she was saying. It wasn't about shade. It wasn't about reading Marlo. It wasn't about hitting below the belt. It was simply Kenya saying, if someone is that way where they use a weapon on someone, and we're going to get into that. I'm going to read the reports and all of that. But if someone can go that far where they injured someone, then what are words? They're just words. Because this person have gone beyond words and injured someone, and may that person so rest in peace. The young lady is no longer here with us, and I'm going to talk about it. That's the point she was trying to drive across, to basically say, why is anybody shocked that Marlo hit below the belt? And, Carlos was explaining it to the viewers and, their audience on Instagram Live. You shouldn't be shocked. If she will harm you in that way, then what are words? They're nothing to her. So that's the point Kenya was trying to make. Wonder if you type in Google Marlo Hampton / victim, you will see different articles coming up about a young lady taking her own life. May her soul rest in peace. Years after altercation with Marlo. And then Marlo also responded. So most of you are aware that in 1999, Marlo was arrested for felony aggravated battery, okay? With basically with great bodily harm with a weapon. All right. So according to the reports out there, Marlo got in a fight and she slashed a woman's face. Okay. I have to be careful how I say certain things so this video doesn't get flagged or, taken down, leaving the woman disfigured. Okay. The fight was allegedly over a man. The woman at that time, from the results of her injury, she almost lost her life at that time, but it did not happen. 6 years after the incident, it was reported that unfortunately she jumped off a Florida bridge. This is really a sad situation. So when all of this happened, Marlo released a statement and she said how she and the woman were once friends. Marlo said that there was an incident before she was ambushed and she was beat up, okay? Because of that previous incident where she was ambushed and beat up and the lady was involved, allegedly. She and the lady were in the club the night everything happened. They both brought knives to the club. The lady knife dropped, hers didn't. This is Marlo's exact words. We both brought knives to the club that night, but her knife dropped, mine did not. So Marlo was claiming self-defense. Marlo then said that because she and the lady were friends, the lady appeared in court to help get Marlo's sentence reduced. Okay, so even after everything happened, the lady still went to court and say, look, we were friends, whatever happened. I don't want to see her, go away for a long time, and even talk to the judge and ask for Marlo's sentence to be reduced. Marlo then responded, I'm deeply saddened by her death. But let's go ahead and read Marlo's entire statement. I am shocked and saddened to hear of the recent. Marlo then got upset that the blog pages took whatever that was going on and started reporting their own stories. And so she released a statement that she was shocked and saddened to hear all of the false accusations about the altercation that she was involved in over a dozen years ago. It's been my preference out of respect for the person involved as well as her family to not speak about this incident publicly, but the recklessness with which the story is being manipulated has forced me to come forward. I was in my early 20s, and what took place started out as an argument with someone who was once my friend over the phone. In the first incident, I was ambushed at my house and badly beaten. Though charges were initially filed, those charges were later dropped and I filed a restraining order. As disturbing as the carrying of a weapon may seem, it was quite common in the environment in which I was raised, and not only I, but also the person involved in the altercation had each brought weapons to protect ourselves. There was a confrontation. Her knife dropped, mine did not. I was arrested and convicted of aggravated battery, for which I served 6 months in jail. What is so disturbing about the false reports now circulating is that it was she, my friend, who appeared in court on my behalf and fought to reduce my sentence. Like many people, I was deeply saddened by her untimely death 6 years later and shocked at the recent attempts to connect me to it. People basically said because the incident that happened left the lady disfigured, that led to her being depressed, and that led to her taking her own life. Ultimately, it does a disservice to her and her family to guess and draw a conclusion as to her state of mind when she committed, and then the S, that word, okay? Those reasons are obviously personal and painful and do not deserve to be speculated on for the purpose of entertainment, or she and her family remain in my prayers. That's the backstory. And Kenya is just at a point where she was like, look, you came from me and brought up my mom, even though you were raised in foster care. Okay. Then I got married, got pregnant. Don't talk about me at all or say congratulations. Yet you dragged me. My pregnancy said it was fake. And the list goes on and on.
Bravo, Steven, everybody. Please, just so that y'all won't be gave this girl this money and thinking that she's pregnant, have her come up there and pee on the EPT. She need to pee on the stick. You need to have her go in the bathroom. She need to make sure she don't have nothing on. She need to just be naked. Kenya's so sick, she might have it in her ears. Have her just naked, gloves on, just like she taking a drug test, and pee on the stick before she been to con somebody about being pregnant. Lord, and if she plan on that, I'd be so mad.
They're talking about, why haven't y'all told Kenya her butt looks horrible?
Well, I told her already, honey. She knows now. If she never knew, she knows.
Oh, Lord, that is so hilarious. It's about why y'all...
You keep coming for me. I'm not taking it anymore. And so on Instagram Live, she went there. Kenya normally pay dust, but like I said, when it comes to her job, when it comes to promoting the show, when it comes to being on social media and on Twitter for the show, she's going to do her job. You're trying to tell me Kenya Instagram Live is free. You can press the button anytime, but she chose tonight, a few hours before the premiere, to say this. She's doing it on behalf of the show. Did it happen? Yes. Was it a sad situation? Absolutely. May the lady's soul rest in peace. Kenya is just trying to remind people of how evil Marlo is. If someone would physically harm someone, then why is anybody shocked about her simply using words? She used a weapon on someone before, so why are her words or hitting below the belt is shocking to anybody? Let me just repeat this part. When all of those things happened to that young lady, the story was because she was left disfigured, she became depressed, and that led to her decision to do what she did. So people were blaming Marlo and saying, even though that night the young lady did not lose her life after Marlo did that to her using a knife, that Marlo doing that to her and doing that to her face led to her 6 years later taking her own life. And Marlo wanted to separate herself from the story. It's just an all-around sad situation. I'm praying for the lady family. Marlo also wants to push forward the point that after everything that has happened in her past, there's been no trouble. She hasn't gotten arrested. She's not getting in fights. She's not doing any of those things. She's been on the Real Housewife of Atlanta for over a decade almost now. And she hasn't been in any physical altercation because she knows she even lifts a finger, she's out of there. Which is interesting because other people can do things to people and then they get a spin-off show. I have a lot more to say about Marlo in my reviews. I'm going to save everything else for that. I'm wishing all of you well and take care. And here my final loves. Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.